I believe is rightfully so to be that way, and I just know how to. I don't think I mastered it, but I just know how to deal with it. I don't let it overwhelm me.
It's a strange conversation to have because he was like so focused and so intense. You know, it was almost hard pulling conversation out of him. I'm curious. I'm gonna watch the fight. We're all gonna watch the fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Joe Rogan recently reacted on the news that Mike Tyson was eating raw meat in order to be physically fit, like a 20-year-old in a podcast. Joe Rogan issued a stern warning to Jake, telling him to run for his life.
Mike Tyson's mind has switched over into war. Like, he was doing this interview. Someone said to him, "You look like you're in your 20s. Like, what are you doing?" He goes, "I just eat raw meat."
What are you eating? Raw meat. I'm gonna have to eat it now because my opponent's gonna be raw meat.
I was like, Jesus Christ, he's in this fucking mode. He's in savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my
Oh,
pants.
bro, if I'm fighting this guy and I see he's eating raw meat, I call the fucking thing off.
It's all the experiences that he has had as a conqueror. When a man has smashed men before, like when no one can stand in front of him, that is in his mind still. There's a dark chamber in his mind that he can open up.
Yeah.
And I think he's got it open.
Joe Rogan also shared his thoughts on Jake Paul's decision to cancel his fight with Mike Tyson, and he didn't hold back. Initially, Jake seemed confident about facing Tyson, but when reality hit, he backed out. Rogan believes Jake was more interested in grabbing attention than actually stepping into the ring with a seasoned pro like Tyson.
If he's physically capable of recapturing 70% of what he used to do, even at 57, you can make a lot of money if Mike Tyson's fit and in shape, which is so crazy to say.
100%.
That the fucking guy from Disney is gonna fight Mike Tyson,
Right?
the YouTube kid. If Tyson can have a flashback to the glory days, that would be wild to watch.
yeah.
If you got a lower back problem, you got to
point.
kind of like save that movement. You can only do it so many times before it's painful.
Rogan also mentioned some alleged dirty tactics from Jake, fueling speculation that he might be leaving boxing for good. The fight's cancellation may have been due to poor ticket sales, as streaming on Netflix made attending seem unnecessary. Plus, many doubted Jake's chances against Tyson, which didn't help sell tickets. Pro fighters like Ryan Garcia and Lennox Lewis questioned why Tyson would even need to prove himself against a rookie like Jake. Ultimately, Rogan criticized the kind of fans supporting Jake, implying they weren't truly invested in the sport. It seems like Jake and his young fans might have been a bit too optimistic about him going toe-to-toe with boxing legend Mike Tyson. Tyson, at 57 and soon to be 58, has had a long career in the fight game, while Jake is much younger and less experienced. Despite Tyson's age, he's still a formidable opponent, known for his aggressive fighting style and devastating punches.
And this is the one where the old heads are all sitting around like going, well, fucking wait till he gets a hold of Mike Tyson. Boy, he's gonna regret that. And all the old guys are like pulling for him, like, come on, Mike, come on. One more, you got one more in you. They're older guys. I could imagine them making an agreement. Because if you watch the highlights, Mike never punches him in the face. And even if they do punch each other in the face, it seems like it's just like jabs and small punches. It does, you know, like almost like sparring shots. It's not like anybody's like really like winding up, you know? But really like throwing everything at it.
When the fight hype was at its peak, Jake suddenly backed out, citing a doctor's advice after an alleged accident. Some found this suspicious, especially since it happened shortly after watching Tyson's training video. It's almost as if Jake couldn't handle the pressure. Tyson isn't just any boxer. He's a force to be reckoned with in the ring. Trained under Cus D'Amato, he mastered the peekaboo style of boxing, allowing him to defend effectively and deliver powerful punches that often result in early knockouts. Tyson's left hook was his most feared move. He'd use slick head movement to avoid his opponent's punches, then land a powerful left hook to the head or body. Another deadly move was his right uppercut, especially effective up close. Tyson would lure his opponent in, drop their guard, then deliver a devastating uppercut. Jake saw these moves in Tyson's training videos. But before Tyson could even lay a finger on him, Jake ended up in the hospital. It's like the thought of facing Tyson's uppercut, the same one that knocked out Marvis Frazier in just 30 seconds, was too much. Remember Tyson's 1988 fight against Michael Spinks? He demolished Spinks in just 91 seconds with his aggressive combinations and powerful right hand. With all this in mind, Jake's sudden hospital visit raises questions. Was it really an accident, or was it the fear of facing a legend like Tyson? Tyson isn't letting Jake off the hook. He even had Jake sign the contract for their showdown. Tyson set a firm date and recently declared Jake would be the easiest knockout of his career. sending shockwaves through the sports world. Known for his devastating power in the ring, Mike Tyson is widely regarded as one of the most intimidating heavyweights of all time. When Tyson speaks, people listen. He doesn't see a match with Jake Paul as a challenge. Instead, it's just another quick win to add to his long list of knockouts. During a discussion about Jake's sudden withdrawal from their proposed fight, Tyson and Joe Rogan shared their thoughts. Tyson acknowledged the controversies in Jake's life, expressing hope that he puts them behind him. He noted that wild lifestyles often lead to trouble and emphasized the importance of bringing it to an end before it brings about its own demise. Tyson, who's experienced the highs and lows of public life himself, understands the value of selective challenges. While many fighters have sought to challenge him throughout his career, Tyson has been discerning, accepting only those he deems worthy. Despite the controversies surrounding Jake, Tyson agreed to face him in an exhibition match. However, Jake's claim of breaking his back, as shown in a hospital video, added another layer of controversy to the mix. In a recent interview, Jake opened up about his decision to step away from boxing, surprising many who were accustomed to his confident demeanor. He expressed his initial excitement about facing Tyson, but admitted that upon reflection, he realized the magnitude of fighting such a legendary figure. Feeling the weight of this realization, he decided to take a break from the sport. Jake's revelation showed a different side of him, one that acknowledges the true risks and challenges of professional boxing. He also shared a more personal reason for his decision. He recently became a father and felt that prioritizing his family was the right move at this stage of his life. This new role as a parent adds a fresh dimension to his public persona, which has been primarily associated with internet fame and celebrity boxing. However, some questioned whether this shift towards family was a genuine change or a convenient way to avoid criticism for pulling out of the fight. Eddie Hearn, a boxing promoter known for his outspoken nature, joined the conversation, expressing skepticism about Jake's boxing abilities. He noted that Jake hadn't faced a real fighter yet, suggesting that his decision to fight Tommy Fury wasn't enough to prove his skills. Tyron Woodley, a 5-time world champion and a fighter with serious skills, is another example. Eddie Hearn didn't hold back, pointing out that while Jake has some ring experience, comparing Tyron Woodley to Mike Tyson is like comparing a small hill to Mount Everest. Hearn emphasized that Jake might never reach the level of a world-class fighter. Many pros echoed this sentiment, wondering how Jake thought he could stand a chance against a powerhouse like Tyson. Even Rafael Cordo, a seasoned fighter who knows Tyson's power firsthand, chimed in. He acknowledged Jake's courage for stepping into the ring, but emphasized the reality of facing someone like Tyson, suggesting it would be a tough battle. Cordo's insights are respected in the fight game, blending traditional Muay Thai with modern MMA techniques. When training videos of Tyson surfaced, showing his intensity, Jake seemed to reconsider his decision. Facing off against Tyson is no small feat, and prioritizing one's health over fame seems like a wise choice in the end.